welcome to Steven's Untitled Rock Show. I am Steven, and we are more than happy to be joined in the studio today for an hour of talk with the Deftones. Good seeing you guys.
What up?
Last time we saw you was in Florida for Taste of Chaos, and you guys were working on the record, getting it going, and Saturday Night Wrist debuted at number 10 on the Billboard. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
That's awesome. We talked about this Taste of Chaos. 2003 was the last time an album came out. It's been a while. Why the long break?
Took a long time to make the record. Yeah, I mean, a lot of trial and error, a lot of, trying a lot of different stuff. Wanted to make something I think that we were very proud of, and there was really no rush from us really to get the record out. It was a lot of it from record labels and stuff like that. But we always take our time making records. I mean, there's always every record we make. I think another year gets added on. So.
Did you ever have fans coming up to you, like, what's going on? Is the band going away? What's happening?
I mean, a lot of people did, especially I went and did a side project, whatever. So like a lot of people were skeptical that we weren't going to make another record, whatever. And it was just for me, I think we needed a break after being a year and a half into the record. I was kind of just kind of overwhelmed with everything, and I kind of think I needed to step away from it a little bit and then reevaluate it and come back to it. And I think it was healthy for me, really, to do that.
A lot of bands don't make it through that, so that's good. I'm glad you guys did. And we have our first video right now. There's the Used, All That I've Got, and it's time now for our first break. We're going to come back with more from the Deftones and a video off their new album, Saturday Night Wrist. So stay put. Hey, welcome back to the Rock Show. While you've been on commercial break, I've been here chatting with the gentlemen of the Deftones, and we're going to talk about the video for Hole in the Earth. Tell us about this space concept.
Tom Hanks approached us with it. And we were all really familiar with his work with Apollo 13.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, and so he wanted us to get this, just a bunch of big brown men in space, and
nice.
Sweating up there, and
really hasn't been done before.
Yeah, never been done, and I think that we came off much better looking than the crew of Apollo 13 too.
Yeah, Bill Paxton, who's he?
He's Chet.
You know what? He is Chet.
He is.
Always.
He will always be Chet. No matter what movie you see him in, it's Chet.
It's Chet, Bill Paxton. Weird Science. Go watch it, kids. Is making videos something that you guys go, yeah, I can't wait to make a new video, or is it, crap, we got to make another video?
Kind of. The second.
Number two.
The latter. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I still don't think to this day we've really made a great video. I think we make great records. Me and a friend were talking about this the other day. I think we make great music. I just think we don't really make great videos, and I think that's because we don't really plan things out right. Where we're so last minute when it comes to about time to make a video. And then
last minute comes to everything.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I don't know. It's just I don't think any of us really take the reins in making a video. So we kind of leave it up to somebody just to hope, and hopefully it turns out right. And I think we're gonna try. We're getting ready to film another video for the second single on our record, which I think is gonna be Cherry Waves, tentatively.
What?
Yes.
Hold up.
You sell out.
And
Track 4.
Yeah.
You mean the one that they put on the sticker before the album was out? They kind of made the decision
they did do that,
for
didn't
us.
they? Yeah.
Yeah.
I always wondered about that. You guys have no say in that?
No, we got some say,
we
but
have
they,
some say.
they
We
say
know
a
the
lot,
sticker
man.
was
They always are talking.
You have some say of band, but they say what sticker goes on. All right. Well, here's a video that hopefully they enjoyed making. It's Hole in the Earth.
Thanks, Tom.
Off Saturday Night Wrist, that's Hole in the Earth by the Deftones. We're going to be back with more videos and a lot more talk with the Deftones after these. Welcome back to the Rock Show. We are more than stoked to be joined by the Deftones. We're going to talk about the new album, Saturday Night Wrist, right after this video from A Static Lullaby. It's called Hang 'Em High. Hang 'Em High, Static Lullaby. All right, let's go into the new album. You guys started out with Bob Ezrin, and then you ended up with Sean Lopez. What's the story about changing producers?
Well, we did the majority of the record with Bob. I mean, all the music was pretty much recorded with him. I just think our time was up pretty much with him. We'd already been working, I think, for like 4 or 5 months with him already, and he had other projects that he had to do, and I wasn't anywhere close to being finished with my vocals for it, and I'd recorded some stuff with him that I thought was kind of mediocre. I knew there was something better to come, and Sean Lopez is somebody who we've known for years and years. He used to play in a band called Far.
The godfather of
Emo, right?
Yeah,
Started
a self-proclaimed Godfather of Emo, yeah.
with Jonah Matranga.
Yeah.
Who? No, she was
Pink
Sean.
lips.
Sean's the Godfather.
But
I always thought it was Guy Picocchio from Rites of Spring. That's who I thought was the Godfather.
Well, you know what? Call Sean,
jest.
and he'll let you know who the Godfather is.
Okay.
yeah, but
We'll give you his number. All right, on the show.
Cool.
I don't have my phone right now, but
no, Sean's a good guy. He's somebody who actually he knows our band. He knows what he's been with us for over years. Where I think he knows what's good about our band and what's the strong points of what we do. And he was a good person to be able to bounce ideas off of, and someone who I trust his opinion. You know what I mean? And once I started working with him, it was about another probably 8 months of recording. But I think last time actually we met up when we were in Florida. We were still in the middle of recording vocals with him. But and then we got off Taste of Chaos, and I went back in the studio with him. And a few months later, we finished up. And, I don't know. I think it was really good to be able to work with somebody who I trusted in that way.
Right. Yeah. So
You didn't trust Ezra?
No, not really. No, I mean there was some ideas and stuff that I recorded with Ezra, and actually that I honestly didn't think was that good, and he was like, "That's fine. Let's just move on to the next thing." And I understand. It seemed like to me that he just really wanted to finish the project, get it done, instead of the quality of it, where I knew it could go. You know what I mean? And it was going to take some time, and I don't think he really had the time to do it. So it's not really diss to him, really. In a way, it's more or less just
We couldn't
ran out of time
to
with
wait
him.
around for us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Or for me, whatever.
Well, that's good. So you took the time, went with someone you were comfortable with. It must always be good working with a producer who was in a band.
Yeah.
They can hear it better.
Definitely.
Always makes it. Now, you spent some time with another project. Do you think that allowed you to take a step back and then readdress the Deftones in between 2003 and
Yep,
Saturday
Team Sleep.
Night Riff?
Yep. Which
Came here for that, I think.
Yeah, we did. Same room, I think.
Oh yeah, it was over there, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's something fun. Fun that I do. I've been doing it for years with friends that I grew up with at home, and it's a little different from Deftones. It's a little mellower and whatever, but it's always fun to make music. With people you like to make music with, and planning on doing another record hopefully one day with them.
Rock on. Very cool. All right, we got a lot more to talk with the Deftones, along with videos from their former Taste of Chaos tour mates Atreyu, and then Faith No More, who I think I can say we all adore, and Strike Anywhere, so don't go anywhere. Hey, it's Steven's Untitled Rock Show. Joining us on the amplifiers today are the Deftones. And if you're just tuning in to miss part of this show along with any other episodes, hit fuse.tv/Steven. You can check out the air date calendar for repeat schedules. And while you're there, don't forget to vote for your favorite unsigned band. The polls open the month of December, so cast your vote and make the difference to this band that needs, they need somebody to hear them, so do it. All right, at the point between 2003 and Saturday Night Wrist, here coming on 2007, was there ever that moment where you guys didn't think the Deftones were going to continue?
For about 8 months.
Yeah.
It was like in the middle of making the record.
Right in the middle.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Pretty much when he left and never came back and didn't call anyone, we were like, dick. And then as the time got longer, then we started calling, Bo Bice and Reuben Carter.
Right.
We started watching the movie Rockstar a lot with Mark Wahlberg.
It's a really good movie.
There's got to be a Deftone kid out there, right? That's gonna do Chino's scream at the end of Root better.
You could have gotten Ripper Owens. I hear he's not doing anything.
Ripper.
Yeah. He's not doing anything.
We didn't even think about it.
Yeah, we didn't even think about. Oh man, you
see what I'm saying? Ice Earth, yo.
Close.
I honestly didn't even notice it because when he left, I was currently in the middle of a reign at the top of Tiger Woods online.
Okay.
So I didn't even pay attention. I was
Number one in the world, 2005,
I
Craig.
didn't even notice that the album was just the complete hiatus.
The world, Craig.
So we got a lot of bands that are young, just starting out, coming on, who can hope to achieve that point where things get so tough it might not happen. What keeps a band going?
Drugs.
Drugs, fair enough.
No, I mean I think our friendship. Honestly,
Yeah, man.
I've known these guys for most of my life. You know what I mean? And there's always going to be a little bit of this going on, but I mean, I think when we make music together, and when we play, especially when we're playing it live, whatever, and it's a payoff. It's the best ever. You know what I mean?
Right.
I can't see not doing that. You know what I mean? Really.
Enjoy yourself and enjoy who you do it with, man.
Yeah, I mean, really, the whole thing was we weren't communicating.
Right.
Because when we communicate, we all realize how much we care about each other and about the band.
Listen.
Except for Stefan, who was
like I said, drugs.
Or?
Because the drugs make this a little easier.
Yes, and he's talking about a specific drug, folks, not one that'll make you go crazy and crash.
Tylenol.
Here's a Treyu with the Theft. As a Treyu and the Theft, we're gonna be back with more Deftones right after these. Hello, little rockers and tall rollers. Welcome back to the Rock Show. I'm here with the Deftones. You're going to be on the Family Values Tour DVD and CD that comes out in December. Was this your first Family Values tour?
Are we?
I just told you.
Awesome.
If it says it there, it's true. It's true.
Is it Cherry Waves?
It is. Well, I don't know. It depends on the sticker on the cover.
Yeah, okay. We'll wait till the sticker.
Was this your first Family Values?
Yeah, was our first one. We got asked to do it, I think, a few different times when we earlier on in our career. I think when we turned it down, it's because I think at that time we were really trying to distance ourselves from what then was becoming a new hype of new metal, whatever they labeled it. And I don't know. I think we always just seemed that, even though I think we respected Korn and whatever, I think we kind of wanted to establish ourselves as a band. I think when we first came out, especially because we got a lot of comparisons to Korn when we first came out, just because I think I don't know. I think it was comparable.
People love to categorize. They have to.
And not that really we were offended by it, but I think we just wanted to establish ourselves as as a band. And I think over the last 10 years, I think we done that. And I think when we got asked to do it this time, it was like I think we're well established now that we can do this and just have fun, and it's not going to be like
summertime, barbecue.
And plus we didn't have a record out yet, and it was good money to go out and play. And,
just fun to play.
Summertime, yeah.
Play for the bands. Here's a band we all collectively wish would just reform. This is Faith No More with Falling to Pieces. All tuning. That was Faith No More, Falling to Pieces. We got a lot more with the Deftones when we return after these commercials. Hey, welcome back. We have just spent the entire hour sitting uncomfortably on these here amps with a band that has bringing you guys great rock for almost 10 years. They are the Deftones. Going to be going on tour with Glassjaw soon.
Yeah.
You guys how'd you guys hook up? You guys pick your support?
Yeah, I mean, we've known Glassjaw forever, and we brought them on tour with us a few different times, but since their hiatus, I guess, whatever, I think we've all been kind of wondering what's up with them, and I haven't actually talked to them recently. I think
I just texted Beck last night. Beck's a punk too, by the way. I just texted him last night.
Let him know.
You won't text your banana back?
No.
That was the problem.
It's
That could
hard.
be the problem.
You needed more electronics. Go
No.
Verizon.
Those guys they're great guys. What's up with it? I don't know if it's the same lineup or not. I don't even know, man.
I'm not sure. I wondered about that because I think Todd's doing
Daryl.
Women and Children, so I'm
Yeah.
not sure. It is a different lineup.
We got the word that they are back together, and
Right.
there were some dates available at the end of this tour. So
Right. And the bass player's in Saves the Day right now, so I'm not
happy
sure
to
how
have
it's
them
going to
out.
go. So you guys gonna do any holiday shows? Any big radio tours?
not that I know of. I think we're pretty much taking the holidays off. Just I think it's been almost about a year now since we started touring. I think it's February when we did Taste of Chaos.
Got it.
So it's been about a year. I think we're going to take about a month off, and then we're going to Japan and
Good.
Australia and Europe.
Do the whole thing. They're going to take a break. Here's a Strike Anywhere, Instinct. Strike Anywhere.